Alright, so typically I don't get involved in these kind of debates. However, this one was kind of big. Right here. Hunter, I'm going to respond to that. You asked me to tell these fools 1-inch rock doesn't need compaction on good native and when contained. Let's take a deeper look.
So of soil, run a compactor like they've already done over the soil floor here, because you can do all you want with this stone, but if this soil moves later on in life, all that stone's just going to fall right with it. So it's really important to make sure we smack this soil as...
First, let's go ahead and talk about compacting the soil. There are two different types of things we deal with in the industry: cuts and fills. And the big no-no is an undercut. When you excavate down, you don't have to compact it unless you undercut it. Sometimes there is reasons to undercut: wet, unstable ground, so on and so forth. But a plate tamper, like what they're using in the video, is not what you compact dirt with. Some people probably will. If you're going to do it, you better carry a 2x4 to scrape the bottom of the plate off. To each their own if they want to compact the soil prior to putting their rock down. But do you really have to? Not at all. If the ground was undisturbed, that soil's been there for years and it's really not going to go anywhere unless you undercut. Guys, undercut means digging way too deep. This is why we like GPS, because it keeps you from doing that. Moving along, let's check this out.
Soil at all points this entire thing. We'll compact this in 3 to 4 inch lifts with that.
Okay, one of the big no-nos I see right here is, you see this right here? You see that black going over the stone? We've all made mistakes and I get it. If you're going to do fabric right, you have to overlap that. So I'm kind of confused as to why that's laying on top of the stone. Fabric is something that we use to line ponds with, reduce the possibility of vegetation, which truly I think that's kind of what that's there for, is to kind of keep the grass from coming through. It will also help kind of as a barrier of sediment, kind of an erosion thing. Let's go back to this one part that just blew my mind.
We'll compact this in 3 to 4 inch lifts.
Jesus, 3 to 4 inch lifts? That's news to me. You're just shy of paving asphalt there, bud. Guys, standard lifts in the industry is about 8 inches. And if you know, you know. You could probably pull off an 18-inch lift. I'm talking dirt, though. Now, in this next clip, let's look a little closer at the rock.
Limestone that we have here at our shop. It's otherwise known as CA6. I understand the sentiment behind the comment, rock doesn't need compaction, right? This thing is as compact as it is going to be. However, when we put a lot of this stuff in the foundation of a patio, for example, and just dump it in there without compacting it, there's a lot of air.
Hunter, in this guy's defense, I think they're just truly trying to cover their ass. But guys, you don't have to compact that in 4-inch lifts. He's calling it 1-inch limestone. Limestone is typically crushed, and that stone's washed. You can tell it's washed by the fact that there's no fine. There's nothing to fill that void. They lock together as a non-compactable material. All in all, I think the guy's doing a good job. So yeah,